Today we're going to get started with DaVinci Resolve, and the first thing we're going to need to do is download the software. So we're going to go to blackmagicdesign.com and go into the support page. Next, we're going to go into the DaVinci Resolve and Fusion software. Now there are two options for you to choose from, DaVinci Resolve and DaVinci Resolve Studio. Now DaVinci Resolve is a lower version of DaVinci Resolve, but you lose out on some of the more professional features, like the over 4K timelines and some of the advanced effects. Now you can always recreate all of these effects in the Fusion tab within DaVinci Resolve, but it's a lot more work. But if you're just getting started out, the free version will be good enough for you. We're going to download the Studio version because I have that. So what we're going to do is go down to the DaVinci Resolve Studio 15.5 Public Beta 3. Now, if you're just getting started out, I would recommend not doing the public beta and just doing the standard DaVinci Resolve 18.5. But because I'm already running a beta, we're just going to go to the beta software. It is a little unstable, but it does have some better features. Okay, we're going to hit macOS because this is a Mac. And normally you're going to have to fill out your information for the first download. I'm just going to hit download only because I already have done that. And we're going to download the file. Now, I have noticed on Blackmagic's website, when you do download software, it likes to download two files at the same time that are identical. So I usually just cancel one. So this will take about 2 minutes to download. It's about 4.5 gigs, so the speed of download will depend on your internet connection. So let's wait for a little bit and then we can move on to the next step. And just like that, it's downloaded. So we're going to right click and show in Finder. Now that it is in Finder, we're going to double click this file. It will expand the file, so basically unzip it, and then we're going to click on the .dmg. Now we're going to hit install DaVinci Resolve Public Beta, and then we're just going to go through all the continuing and agreeing and hit install. Then DaVinci Resolve is going to be installed on the computer. This can take a couple minutes depending on your computer's performance. I'm running on one of the fastest MacBook Pros that there is, so it's really, really fast. But once this is done, you're pretty much going to be up and running. I'm going to show you quickly how to get set up and then we're good to go. Okay, now it's installed, we're going to hit close and we're going to open up DaVinci Resolve. This can take a few seconds for the first time installing the software, so just note that. It's going to fire up and then it's going to ask us what we'd like to do. Now normally it's going to take you through a very quick setup process on how DaVinci Resolve works, but what I showed you today is how you do install the software. It's also how you update it. So when future versions come out, you do the exact same process and all of your settings will be saved from the last version of Resolve. What you're going to do then is just click on an untitled project, you can title it in the top and you can get to editing. So that's pretty much it for this video. I'm going to be making more tutorials on how to use DaVinci Resolve if you're interested, so check that out when they're available. If you want to purchase any of the gear that I used in this video, check that out in the description below. And there's a link to the direct page to download the software. Well, that's pretty much it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.